Local states of emergency are now declared in 10 communities. Officials say almost 200 people have been moved out of their homes in 4 First Nations. The majority of those come from Peguis First Nation, where evacuations of those most at risk of flooding began over the weekend. Holly Carrick has more.
135 residents are now staying in Winnipeg. Chief Glenn Hudson says 300 homes in the community are affected.
It's probably the second worst that I've been involved with as far as being chief of this community. In 2011, we had a severe flooding, actually 3 events in 1 year, and this year it probably is second to that event.
Peguis resident Warren McCorrister says the flooding happens every year. His home has been damaged in past floods, and this year he's fighting to keep the waters away.
I had to watch my pump all night, keep the pump going, because it comes through the septic tank toward my house, and that's sewage, right? So I have to stop it.
Cheryl Spence and her 5 kids were told to leave Peguis Sunday night. She says the flood water was only about 5 meters from her back door. Her well water began to smell like eggs, and the water outside smelled of sewage. Her children have asthma and other respiratory problems, so she was moved to a hotel in Winnipeg. Spence is expecting and says she only had an hour to pack and is worried the evacuation could last.
I'm due in 2 months, and I'm not really looking forward to bringing a baby into a hotel. Kind of hoping to go back home.
Spence was out of her home for a year because of mold problems, and she just moved back to the community in November. In 2011, hundreds were forced to leave their homes because of flooding, and then dozens more in 2014. Hudson says the community has about 1,100 homes, and half of them have mold issues. Holly Carrick, CBC News, Winnipeg.